This is Christina Stacia of ChristinaStacia918.com. I've been really sick the past couple of weeks. I was waiting. I was going to make reports last weekend. I'm trying to wait till this weekend to make reports. I wanted to real quickly put up and post, though. I just made 2 reports to the FBI. One report I made last night, and then another report I just made. I was going to save what I reported to them, because this podcast is me making reports to the actual Central Intelligence Agency. So I've turned Gene Roberts into the FBI before, and the FBI ignored my reports, thinking it was some damn joke. So I don't really mess with the FBI. I know Mr. Patel. I have a lot of respect for Mr. Patel. I know he's got his hands full. I know it's convoluted in there. I know people didn't do their job. I know you still got people not doing their job. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. That's why I go and make reports directly to the Central Intelligence Agency. So, but anyway, the FBI, that's why I'm making this podcast report. The FBI cannot say I did not make a report to them, and that'll be the last time I make a report to them. You need to arrest Gene Jernigan Roberts. Anyway, what I reported was, made sure they had my website, Christina Station 918, and I'm reporting on Nancy Guthrie. So I just put on there Nancy Guthrie. What goes to Nancy Guthrie is Arlo Guthrie, Jenny Garth, Arlene Brown. You know Arlene Brown, associated with Charles Manson. Also noticed the ranch style. Also noticed she lived in Tucson, which is where my grandma and grandpa Cook lived, in Tucson, right at the Catalina foothills. In fact, that looks like their house. It looks like it could be the same neighborhood. Okay, and their names were Virginia and Ken Cook. Okay, and then Pima, also Gabby Giffords, Gene Roberts, and her Manson Occult. I know she always blames cartels. Cartel's fault. Cartel did everything. It's all the cartel's fault. Blah 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 blah. It's just shit after shit after shit after shit. It's lie after lie after lie after lie. You've got my entire podcast to go underneath everything. It's not the cartel. I don't care about who the end player is. The end player's been all different people that she's managed to get involved or ICE involved one way or another. Gene Roberts is the leader of Charles Manson. She's been the leader since the late 60s. So anyway, Gene Roberts shot Gabby Giffords, okay? So Gabby Giffords is from Tucson, Arizona, okay? Gabby Giffords, when she shot Gabby Giffords, it also links to a shooting that Gene Roberts also did in El Paso, Texas. Okay, so Gene Roberts remember in that podcast I told you she made some dumbass fucking Valley Girl announcement last year that she was going to flip it all around and she was going to go tell all kinds of lies about the El Paso shooting, and then she was just going to have everybody gang stalk me to death based on her lies and all the drama and brouhaha. I mean, the bitch is a fucking maniacal old hippie fucking honky fucking twat. I've had it with her. Anyway, she needed a major distraction. She knows people are stupid enough to fall for her shit. I don't care about any of her parade of fucking duped or whatever. You got 24 to 48 hours to figure out that you're being and following around Gene Jernigan Roberts, who's a freaking criminal. If you don't figure it out, you're sick. If you don't figure it out, you're stupid. There's no saving you. All it takes is 24 to 48 hours. And then you realize you're connected to the world's biggest terrorist and the world's biggest child trafficking ring runner. She's been running child trafficking rings for 60 freaking years. She even thinks it's funny. She's like trying to control my speech because she gives zero shits less. All that matters is Navy Gal 27 and everybody else can die. That's exactly how Navy Gal feels. Well, Navy Gal, you can go die. So anyway, so she did the El Paso shooting. So the El Paso shooting is connected to the Gabby Gifford shooting. Okay, so she did both those shootings. She committed both those crimes. Okay, so it's important because Paso connects to Pima. It probably connects to Peso too, and it probably connects to Payson. Which again, there you go, Payson, and then Sedona, and then Jeep Tours, and then Ransom Note, and then you have Mel Gibson, who played in the movie Ransom, one of Jean's little frickin' Hasselhoff frickin' fill-in figures so she could do her little shows with her little nasty friends. So you see how it all links together. So you can cross-reduce Pima and Paso, and then you can get more syrup out of that. You could definitely tell Jean committed this crime. Also, Gabby Gifford, she's also making a reference to habit, a nun's habit. Okay, so she's making a reference to my website. Okay, so the nun on the swing, it goes to my childhood AIW 70s. Okay, so there's caves in Tucson. I'm just bringing this up. There's caves in Tucson where the DeGrazia artist has paintings sitting. So she's probably leading somebody on some wild goose chase, saying she's got people in caves, or just go freaking ask her. This is crap. You know Jean Roberts is the culprit. You know she's the perp. So also she mixed in my mother-in-law, pressed charges against her for kidnapping my first mother-in-law. Her name is Mary Lou Guadarrama. Now look at the initials, ML, and then this lady's name is Nancy Guthrie. So you have both the G is the same in both the last names, and then you have a series in the alphabet, MLN or LMN. And then when you combine it all in there, you see there's a K. And then Christy Nome's name is in there. So I sent that over to the FBI. So that is the end of this podcast. I'm going to get this uploaded online.